We're in Seoul, South Korea. We're on the ramp, parked on the ramp, and we're going to check out the map, see what the flight's about today. Now, simple 3 waypoints: island, bridge, and kind of a bridge. So the first one is we're taking off from Incheon Airport. So Incheon is this city here, slightly to the west, southwest of Seoul. So we'll be flying past the edge of Seoul down this river. So take off to the 20 miles to the northeast, and there's a small island. Doesn't show on this map, but if I pull up the satellite imagery, you'll see, yep, there you go, Udol, or Ogulgotri Island. And that's at this river junction here. So then we'll turn down to the southeast, follow the river down for another 20-25 miles, looking at Seoul on the left, and we'll come to a very distinctive bridge with a kind of island in the middle called Hangang Bridge. Some kind of checkpoints going on there. And then back to the airport. Back to the airport via. So 20 miles. And there's a big seawall here at the entrance to the river, and chosen a spot. There we go, halfway along. I think it's actually it's a tidal power plant. Here we go. So that'll be interesting. And that takes us pretty much straight back to the airport. 10 miles away, 12 miles away. So going clockwise up to the little island, down the river, right at the bridge, and right at the seawall. Should be fun. Now, I'm going to send the drone up momentarily to check out the weather, take some snaps of the airport, and then we'll get everything fired up here, get into the flight. I rarely do this, but here's a bit of taxiing footage, because I have to say Incheon International is so far the largest airport that I've taxied around. There might have been a couple of other larger ones before, but I started on near the runway. This is massive. It's about I'd say a good 10-minute taxi if you know where you're going. And there's so much going on. Look at all this. Incredible. These airport utility vehicles, I think I'm on his road actually. Yeah, and I like the way he waits for me. Look, it goes on forever. And the only reason I'm able to find where I'm going is I've got the little nav map up on a 50-inch screen next to me, zoomed right in to show my position on the airport. But there you go. Oh, a bit of lightning up there too. Funny, because I just watched a YouTube video, Ward Carroll's channel, about a guy who ejected in a thunderstorm. Check it out. Okay, I'll get back to you when I reach the runway. Okay, tuned to tower frequency. Requesting takeoff clearance.
Incheon Tower MiG 007 ready at runway 33 left, departing straight out.
MiG 007 altimeter 29.9er, forward 03, 8F7. Departing straight out, approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 33 left.
Roger that. Cleared for takeoff, runway 33 left.
Okay, we've done our pre-flight checks, engine run-ups, check the flaps, etc, etc. Parking brake off. Going to turn right to heading 019 after takeoff. Taking off on runway 31. Or is it 33, sorry.
33 left. Bit right of centre line, that'll do. Okay. Full thrust and toes off the brakes. 40 knots, left rudder. $90 knots, 100, rotate. Lift off, positive rate of climb, gear up. Flaps up as we leave this enormous airport. Oh, what's that? What's that in front of us? OMG. Wow. It's a pretty busy airspace here. Not sure he should have been doing that. Check the flaps are actually up. Yes. Going through 300 knots. And we'll start our turn, right turn to heading 025 is what we need now. And put my map up on the map display. There we go. Cool. Pretty much on track.
007 leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Copy that.
Incheon Tower makes 007 frequency change.
And we've got some pretty spectacular scenery everywhere we look down here. I can tell that I'll be coming back to South Korea many times. Okay, so we're heading slightly north-east. Actual heading is 027 and going to come across the west side of Incheon. Find this island in the river, go down the river, we'll see Seoul on the left. My uncle was actually in Korea in the 1950s with the very first Commonwealth forces in country during the Korean War, 1954 I think it was. Flew over from Japan, brought their meteors into combat, and two local Sydney guys shot down the first three MiG-15s, I believe, in the conflict, and they did that with meteor jets. We've got the awesome scenery, just so much to look at here. Now let's slow up a bit. 338 knots. Pull it back because we're going to look for this island. I'll just swing left a little bit. What I didn't anticipate was the rolling varied terrain. I didn't look at the topographical maps. I guess these are rice paddies, etc. Very fertile looking ground. So we're heading up this river. Makes it pretty easy. And around about the bend, which I think we can see past those hills there, should be a small island. So I'll crank it up a bit. Might as well go up all the way up the river actually. Gonna have to swing left and right again. Okay, so we're looking for this island. And I'm not sure, not yet. Patience. I think it's there. Is that an island? Yep, there it is. There's our turn point. Cool. So it's about a 100-degree turn here. So quite a high angle of bank. Take the right turn, not the left one. Okay, it's just a bend. I see the river winds around a bit. Anyway, we'll fly straight across on this first flight. Just keep to the flight plan. So we'll cut this corner. And that should be Seoul on the far bank. This will be Incheon coming up on the right, according to the maps. Probably do a second round later and follow the riverbank all the way around. This is just our first Recon flight, South Korea. And boy, there's certainly a lot going on here. And I hear they're very big on flight simulation in South Korea. All kinds of electronic entertainment. Very cool. Let's take a GoPro shot to the north. Nice. Oh yep, we can see the CBD on the left there. Seoul, high-rise buildings. And let's slow down a little. Wow, look at the road network there. Incheon to the right. And we're looking for this distinctive bridge. It's still about 3 or 4 miles out. Wow, lots of bridges and road networks here. Let's get another left wingtip view of Seoul. Now this bridge is 2 or 3 miles out. Probably need those high rises on the right, I guess. Wow. So slowing up. Wow, look at that. Those elevated roadways. Okay, let's pull left a little bit. Turn right, get the wing cam out. Yep, it's that island in the middle of the river, just up ahead. Not this one, it could be this one. No, it's got to be the next one. Lots of bridges here, that's for sure. Yeah, this is the one. Very distinctive shape to it. Right on target now. Once again, about a 100-degree turn to the right. And then we'll fly over the southeast side of Seoul. Wow, that's a high rise. about 20 miles on this leg, and we turn right at that tidal wave energy generator, I guess it is. Yeah, great terrain around here. Lots of fun for the aviators. Take it load for a couple of minutes. I'm sure the local residents appreciate this. At least we're not there very long. Anyway, it's all to generate goodwill. Cool. Power pylon. I guess once there are more power lines in this world, we'll have to be a lot more careful about that. But probably a year or so off, I think. Okay, now about 3 or 4 miles out to this next turn point. Let's climb a bit, see if we can spot it. Yep, there it is through the canopy rails. It's like a long jetty. I guess that's reclaimed land on the right, I would imagine. Yep, straight about 1 o'clock. This, now look at those patterns out there. So many things to see. Yeah, so there's kind of a dam structure here. There's a road on top. And here it is. Oh, let's get the wing camera up. Looks like the road's a little bit underwater at the moment. I'm sure that'll be fixed. Probably had an earthquake or something. Cool. And we turn back to the airport. Sticking pretty strictly to the flight plan this time. Then I'll come back out later and buzz a few boats. There we go. Now, airport, I can see the lights. Let's get permission to land. Nearest airport is Incheon. Press full stop landing, thank you.
Incheon Tower mix 007 is 9 miles southeast, 1,900 feet with hotel to land.
Mix 007 Incheon Tower. Altimeter 29.9er, forward 058 7. Enter left downwind, runway 15 right.
Okay, and then back in the other direction, 15 right. Okay, so interesting. So I wonder if I'm supposed to fly between the main runways or around. So what I should have done, of course, is pull up the traffic patterns, but too late now. I'm going to fly outside the perimeter just to be safe.
007, please acknowledge.
Enter left downwind runway 15 right, mix 007.
Cool. Yes, so we're coming back. Yeah, you can see the enormous terminal over there. It was parked all the way around the other side. It's a good 10-minute taxi to get to the runway there. Okay, this perimeter is pretty much parallel to the runway, so I think I'll fly out to that island at about 11 o'clock and turn to final there. As we descend to pattern altitude. I'm going pretty hot, 350 knots, just want to save time. Copy that.
Clear to land runway 15 right, make 007.
Turn around this next island. It should be pretty well lined up. Speed brake out. Throttle right back. Gear down. Speed brake in. Some feet, gears travelling, full flaps, 163 knots, a bit more juice. There's the runway. I guess this is on reclaimed land too, by the look of it. It's very low. I think it's about 25 feet altitude above sea level. Quite slow now. Let's get a bit more energy up. About 960 feet. A lot of drag. Okay. Hands off the stick. Just riding the trim wheel. 137 knots, more energy. Yeah, we're sitting on 137. Dial it back momentarily. Now. Speed's coming back, 125. 120. And at the threshold we are today 112, which I'm okay with. So between 95 and 100 and flaring. And yeah, I think it's 92 and a half, a little bit slow. A little bit slow. Too much talking, not enough flying at the end there. Okay. Right, well, long taxi back and I'll catch you later.